What is going on, everyone, and welcome to Stock Rank. My name is Johnny and it is so good to be with you all, and today we are going over a space stock that I think you should be putting on your watch list. Let's go ahead and get started. So the stock we're going to be looking at today is AST Space Mobile, or ASTS. Now this stock, I'm just letting you guys know, is one that, as I said before, I'm putting on my watch list because they don't have revenue yet. But I believe that once they start producing revenue, this stock is going to take off. So we're going to go ahead and go through a few things. As I said before, I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own due diligence. And with that, let's go ahead and get into some of the things that ASTS is doing right now. So AST Space Mobile is actually a company that is going to be doing big things in the next few years. What they are trying to do is create 4G and 5G connections anywhere in the world. And what they're going to be doing is they're going to be launching satellites up into, of course, space, and they're going to be able to use that to be able to create connections no matter where you are in the world. And this goes for places in Africa and India and all the different areas that actually don't have connections right now. They're going to have connections once these satellites get set up. So they're actually going to be starting to send these satellites off in 2022 and start producing revenue in 2023. They have a 4-phase plan in terms of how they're going to be setting up these satellites, and so it's going to be big news. Once these first satellites start getting produced, there's no question that they'll be able to set up the rest of the satellites moving forward. And so that's why I think that this stock has a lot of potential. And so once these satellites get set up, their business model is going to be beautiful. They've already partnered with groups like Vodafone and AT&T and Rakuten and Telecom as well. And so they have so many different partnerships already set up. It's more of a matter of execution for this company. So this company is looking to produce revenue starting in 2023, and in 2025 they are looking to have $2.5 billion in revenue. That's how fast this company is looking to expand. I believe that they will be able to do it because of the partnerships that they've already set up. But this is more of a matter, as I said before, execution. So the total addressable market, which is basically the inclusion of all things to do with phones, is $1 trillion. Now this is insane to think about because of how much of this market share they actually can take once companies start to realize what they're trying to do. And so when they send these things into space and you could basically get 4G or 5G connection anywhere, once companies realize this, they're going to try to jump on this so quickly. And so I have no doubt that they're going to be able to expand their revenues real fast. And so right now they're set up to have a 50-50 revenue model with some of these companies that they're already partnering with. And so once these satellites are sent, these companies already have a partnership. And so right now AST Space Mobile is set up at about $1.5 billion market cap. Now I know that that sounds a little bit high right now, but as I said before, once these revenues start producing, I have no doubt that they'll expand rapidly in the next few years. And so they currently have a 4-phase plan. Now this 4-phase plan is set up to when you start seeing the first phase executed, the other phases look like they should be relatively easy in comparison. And so what they're going to be doing is the first phase, they're set up to launch 20 satellites into the areas that have low to no connection. So as I said before, when they launch these satellites, there's basically no doubt that they'll be able to launch these other satellites. Now the second phase that they're going to be doing is they're going to be sending 45 satellites to North America, Europe, and Asia. Now I firmly believe that once these satellites get sent out, there is no doubt that this is where the revenue is going to boom, because of the fact that the majority of the market is in North America, Europe, and Asia. And so the third phase that they're going to be going into is sending 45 satellites to cover the rest of the globe. Now this of course includes South America, Australia as well, and this is why I firmly believe now companies are going to really realize how strong of a company they are in being able to produce worldwide connection. So phase 4, what they're going to be doing is they're going to send 58 satellites for MIMO coverage. Now MIMO stands for multiple inputs and multiple outputs. Now what this does in basic terms is it allows for there to be no interference whatsoever. So let's say that there is a spot that was going to be interfering based off of weather or something like that. That won't happen because they'll be able to get a connection from a different satellite to be able to get that coverage without interference. And so one other thing that I love about this company is their management team. Their management team is experienced from all different regions, which is why I think it is so important to look at their management team in terms of how they've already executed. You have people who are already involved in the space region. You have people who have been in the mobile business and the communications business for many years, and so I just challenge you, if you are looking into this company, look at their management team, because it will give you a lot of confidence as to whether or not you want to invest in this company or not. And one other thing that I forgot to mention is that they are going to be cash flow positive also in 2023, because the moment that they send out these satellites, there isn't much repair or maintenance that needs to be done with these satellites. So really the only expenses that they're going to have is from their operations and their marketing. And so this is really important when you look at the future of this company, because they're going to be extremely profitable when it comes to their overall business. And so this is why it is really important to have this stock on your watch list, because you never know how quickly this stock is going to expand. Now, what I want to say, and as I said before, I am not a financial advisor, what I don't want you to do though is to jump on this stock out of nowhere because of the fact that it's skyrocketing. So this is why I want to share with you what I'm going to be doing with this stock. And so that way, if you feel like maybe there's some things that I'm doing correctly, or you feel confident in what I'm going to be doing, you can follow some of the similar steps that I'll be doing as well. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be waiting until 2022 once they start executing these satellites. Once I can see that this company is going to execute the hardest part of their business, of course, which is launching satellites into space. Once I see that, then I'll reevaluate and see where this stock is at. If this stock is anywhere near the price that it is right now, I have no doubt that I'll be jumping on this stock. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't mind, would you consider hitting that like button below and comment down below what you think about this stock? I've already shared my opinions and would love to hear what your opinions are on this stock. And if you haven't already, would you consider subscribing to this channel? I'll continue to send out videos like this when it comes to what are the spec stocks, but also the stocks that I'm currently invested in. So hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you in the next one.